So a lot of people ask me, what happens during awakening? Or what happens when you start to develop your intuition? In this video, I'm going to cover why you would want to tune into your intuition and what happens. All the grand, phenomenal, beautiful, wonderful things that happen when you learn how to tune into it and listen to it. So I want to say the number one, well, there's a lot of phenomenal things that happen when you start to develop and listen to your intuition. But the number one starting process I want to say is you release the ego and you start this whole healing process. Now, what I mean by that is when you drop the ego and you start to listen to your intuition, it's like the blinders come off and you see things for what they really are. You see the truth in situations and circumstances and people, and most importantly, in yourself, okay? So you go through this healing process inside and out. It's like everything you went through your entire life is kind of like wiped clean and brought in brand new, for lack of a better word. So now you have a clean, fresh slate, looking at the world differently on clearer, happier roads and direction to go. Life becomes so much easier. The stress, the chaos, the fighting, the headaches, all that stuff is just wow. Now don't get me wrong, it's life, okay? These things do come up. But whatever used to really destroy and rock your world, it's kind of like, that's how it just becomes. It's no longer devastating and detrimental. You'll notice a lot of synchronicities will come into your life, whether you start seeing the same repeat number sequences or seeing or meeting the same type personality type peoples, you'll start to see signs leading you to happy, easy roads. They're called synchronicities, and I'm sure you can relate to seeing, feeling, hearing repetition type things just happen to you. Your internal guidance system will clearly pull you in the right directions, as opposed to always being in your ego and wondering, why do I keep meeting the same type of idiot? Or why am I always finding myself in these kinds of situations? Or why do these things keep happening? When you're in tune with your intuition, it's like a magnet inside of you is now turned on, and there's this happy magnet out here somewhere that leads you to all things wonderful. And it's like you constantly feel yourself pulled to all the right roads. Decision making becomes like a snap, and it's simple and it's easy, and there's no more second guessing. Did I do the right thing? Is this the right road? When you're in tune with your intuition and you listen to it, you just know and you feel it. So all that second guessing stuff is just gone. You really learn a deep sense of trust and self-love. When you trust yourself and love yourself, and I don't mean like, oh, I'm all that in a bag of chips and I'm all grand and wonderful, putting yourself on a pedestal. That's the ego. When I say really love yourself and trust yourself, you know your boundaries to where, okay, here's a line. Now, if anybody crosses this line or does these certain things, I know that affects me. What happens is you trust and love yourself enough to honor yourself, to not allow people or put yourself in situations that will harm you. You have healthy boundaries, and you'll feel when someone starts violating those boundaries, it ain't good, it ain't right. So then self-love and self-trust, this is the correct action to take to resolve this issue, or this is the appropriate way to handle it, to not allow someone in your space and in your energy to completely mess your entire world up. You love and respect yourself enough to honor yourself. You will find yourself fully present in the moment. Now, I'll do a whole nother video on that. But when you're fully present and in the moment of everything, you are enjoying every aspect of your life. You're soaking in and taking in, using all of your senses to connect with all of the energy that's around you. When you connect with all of the energy that is around you, things start opening up and information starts coming in and direction gets clearer. When you open up your intuitive senses, it's like an encyclopedia of information. Anything that you want insight, clarity, understanding, answers, and guidance into, your soul, your intuition, your psychic senses shows you. Like I said earlier, the chaos, all that stuff is gone. The only downside or warning that I would give anybody who is interested in opening their intuitive abilities is you need to have some big girl panties or balls, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to see things in a different way, and it's going to show you the truth. You will see the truth in every person, every situation, every circumstance. Some people just can't handle that. They want to live in their own fantasy world, or they want to live with blinders on. They don't want to see the truth. They want to stay in their ego of just everything chaos and plain Jane and boring and painful, because that's what they're used to. If you're really into this kind of stuff and you want to learn how to develop your intuition, I want to invite you to click the link below to take my Beginner's Intuition Development course. It's called Open Your Intuition. Simple, easy ways for you to recognize what is your intuition and what is that crazy ego voice going on in your head, and how to get those answers. I also want to invite you to sign up for my free VIP membership program. It comes with a boatload of perks if you're interested in this kind of stuff. Again, I will have the link below. So if you got any kind of value out of this video, you really enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me a comment below and share it with your friends. Thank you so much, and I will see you next Tuesday.